Hello, good evening and welcome back to the Crucible Theatre. Tonight we will know the lineup of the semi-finalists in the 2018 Betfred World Snooker Championship. Earlier today, the first man through to the last four was Barry Hawkins. The 2013 runner-up is through to yet another semi-final after seeing off Ding Junhui. Hawkins needed just 2 frames this morning to see off the challenge of one of the tournament favourites, and the Hawk is flying here at the Crucible Theatre.
Over the moon, delighted with it. Everyone was writing me off, I suppose, before that match. Everyone was probably thinking Ding could win the tournament this year. So yeah, to beat him quite convincingly in the end, yeah, it's great. Everyone keeps asking me why you got such a decent record. To be honest with you, mate, I haven't got a clue. I turn up each year, play, see where it takes me. And lucky for me, I've been winning a few matches, getting through to the latter stages a few times, and I ain't got a magic answer. I haven't got a clue. Each year I turn up and just play.
And revenge for Kyron Wilson over Mark Allen. Allen may have won the Masters in January, but Kyron's so impressive this afternoon, knocking out the pistol, and will face either Judd Trump or John Higgins in the semi-finals.
Very comfortable win in the end. I felt like I really pulled away in last night's session against Mark. I sort of sensed that he was getting quite tired. Came out of that one at 7-1 and really pleased with my performance. So, you know, very happy with that.
I didn't feel like I got any intensity in that match at all. I was waiting for that spark to light that fire in the belly, so to speak, and it never came. But yeah, it's something I'm going to have to chat with my coach about, because we've been working hard on trying to stay ultra calm out there, and maybe I was a little bit too calm. Maybe I need that fire in my belly and sort of giving the fist pumps and stuff like that. Maybe I need that, but it's something we'll have to chat about and hopefully work better for in the future.
It's been a little personal goal of mine. I've had 2 quarterfinals the last 2 years, so obviously this time around I've made my 3rd consecutive, and I just wanted to get past that little barrier. So yeah, to reach the semi-finals and have the one-table setup is a dream come true.
So the stage is set then for Kyron Wilson. He's playing so well. Who would he face, Judd Trump or John Higgins? If you were with us earlier on BBC Two, you will have seen that Judd Trump led John Higgins by 10 frames to 8. Well, they shared the next 2 frames. We join it at 11-9 in frame 21. It's Trump to play. He's leading by 38 points. Commentary from Dennis Taylor and Steve Davis.
Yeah, you can see where he screwed the cue ball that he had quite a bit of safety in mind. But there's another one of those reds that John keeps knocking in as we show you this attempt.
Well, it's a good effort. Great shot. What a warrior he is. Wouldn't this be a turnaround? They're all there for the taking. Beautifully struck. He's going to have some spin on the cue ball. It bounced off the cushion a long way, that. No problem, though. Would have been cruel to go behind the pink.
Oh, this is typical John Higgins. That beautiful opening red has created this chance. I mean, he's knocked, I can remember at least 4 like this in.
Judd Trump played the screw back to the safety area, but he didn't play to screw back to the baulk cushion. It was more positive than that, but looks like he's paid the price. Not a criticism at all, it's just top-class players slugging it out here.
90. Twins.
course, there's no distractions now. You can hear a pin drop in the crucible. No play on the other table at the moment.
T7.
The red
T8.
furthest to the right on the table is the most problematic, but it's not that much of a problem. Very easy to get the cue ball onto the right-hand side cushion for choices into the middle pocket or
35.
left corner. You'd expect him to try and play it into the middle pocket, should he get the right angle.
Yeah, I'll just put 2
36.
whites up. Either of those positions off the black, and he's on that red for a choice of middle or corner pocket. So key shot coming up. Just a little bit further away from it than he intended.
He was a bit straight on that black, to be quite honest.
43.
So instead of this being unmissable, there's a chance for Judd Trump. These middle pockets don't give much. There was a heart in the mouth job there for John Higgins.
Needs the yellow, green and brown.
What a fantastic response. What a match we have lined up now.
48.
Pick a winner.
50.
Yeah, for all the world, it looked as if Judd was going to open up a 4-frame advantage or a 3-frame advantage, and would just have needed the 1 frame. But now,
53.
when this brown goes in, he'll just be 1 ahead. He's an amazing talent, John
62.
Higgins. He's done it so many times in the past, calling on his vast experience here.
68.
And what time to produce 75 with like that. That closes the gap on Judd Trump. It's now Judd Trump 11, John Higgins 10.
You could never, ever write off Higgins. That is the simple message. Well, John made it 11-all with a break of 72. So we now have a best of 3 for a place in the semi-finals. Into the next frame, no score, Judd to play.
Caused Judd a bit of a problem. Well, he has left it into the yellow pocket. Tough pot, but one he'll take on.
As smooth as silk. He just stroked that into the pocket, and one good positional shot, and he's right in with the black available. He can get on one of the reds near the black here.
Well, there's never been a 40-year-old winner of this event, or 40-plus winner of this event since Ray Reardon
5.
in the 70s. I think most people thought the player most capable would be Ronnie O'Sullivan, but who's to say it won't be John Higgins? Four-time winner of this event. If he was to win it this year, he'd be equaling Ronnie O'Sullivan. Long way to go yet, though. He'd like to have been a little bit further down the table. He can
11.
still pot this red and shift the red away from the black, but it would have been nicer if he was straighter on the pot. So now he may be even playing to clip the red as well, to clip the black as well. It's not easy to see, really. Didn't want that
12.
really, but looks like he had to settle for it. Okay, he's playing across the face of the black, so not so much chance of a push shot. Nice clean, crisp sound there.
$19.
Never nice to play those ones where the balls are close together, but he hit it well. What a great time to come good this would be. Bit underpaced. Just didn't get through the cue ball. He was concerned because he was using the half butts. It adds more weight to the cue, so he didn't want to overhit it. And in doing that,
20.
it's made this black more difficult.
Lost the cue ball somewhat. Is there one
Through
in
the
the
gap.
middle?
Yeah, through the gap, Dennis.
2 from the pink
27.
is the one that there you can see it.
You'd have expected him to be on a ball, but Judd won't be happy. He's just got to sit there and suffer at the moment. It's tough at the top.
28.
Just getting up there, hadn't quite made his mind up, and that's the thing to do because he's concentrating on the cue ball, and sometimes we've seen the player take his eye off the pot, so it's making absolutely clear in his mind. And that's not the cannon he wanted. Put a bit of pressure on the next shot.
First
35.
bit of hope for Judd Trump in this frame.
Just wonderful cueing at the moment.
36.
He's waving that magic wand. He's introduced as the Wizard of Wishaw. He's pulling lots of magic tricks out here.
$43.
That's the number 68 he wants to get to. And from 11-9 down, he's produced breaks of 75 and 72, and this and counting. Amazing performance here at the moment.
Yeah, 7-3 was the worry, but he got himself back from that position quite beautifully. I haven't seen all of this match, Dennis, but if Judd were to lose, if John Higgins goes on to just
14.
completely take over, it would be a tough blow because he hasn't really done much wrong. Found the gap nicely
50.
there. Might have to go into the left of the two reds here. That would open things up, but he can play for something on the side cushion. Play for the two reds. Should develop nicely, but has it? He's got to read into the right corner. Not ideal, but he'll accept it.
Yeah, I think he's okay here. He can hold when playing the cannon for the blue, and if he goes a bit too far, he's still got the balk colours there. I don't think he can roll it through and get to the black, but he's just spotted something on the cue ball that's a bit of a distraction, or on the cloth there. This is the key shot coming up.
He's got to be careful playing with topspin. I think he might go near the middle pocket. I don't know. Oh, funny. Yeah, he hit both at the same. Not too sure what happened there. Strange connection. He got much more of a bounce down the table than he was expecting. Awkward queuing, Dennis, isn't it? But one good
61.
red, and you'd think he's over the line.
Just another few inches there and it would have been straightforward. He's going to have to bridge over the blue, as you say, and there's an awful lot of cue between bridge hand and cue ball. Oh,
62.
This fella is an amazing player under these sort of conditions. He seems to find an inner strength and produces his best under extreme pressure.
'69. '70.
We've had 67 centuries in this year's Betfred World Championship. 86 is the record they're chasing.
77.
This would be a timely one.
78.
It doesn't matter if he doesn't make the century, but he'll be trying his hardest. John's had 4 in this year's tournament, 723 in his career. 51 this season,
86.
50 last season. Not bad for a 43-year-old.
It's just brilliant to watch at the moment.
93.
Should he go on to win,
94.
he may well gain confidence from this victory tonight. But the last frame is always the hardest.
99.
This for the century. Unbelievable from the wizard of Wishaw. 100. Turn up for John Higgins. There's absolutely nothing that Judd Trump can do about this. The last 3 frames have been impeccable. He hasn't had a chance.
107.
He had a chance, Judd, to open up a 3-frame advantage, but John came back, storming back in that frame, and since then Judd hasn't been at the table.
112. $116. 121. 127.
Outstanding snooker from John Higgins. He gets an unbelievable round of applause as he leaves the arena. With that break of 134, he gets himself into the lead at 12-11. He needs one, Judd needs two.
Absolutely unbelievable stuff from John Higgins. And now the pressure is very much on Judd Trump once again. Into the next frame, Judd to play, and he's leading by 30.
Pressure.
Well, that's the crucible cauldron that's caused that.
Oh, it nearly dropped as well. It was on its way down, just the pace. Oh, it's not ideal.
It's getting tense out there.
I'm not sure how the pink spots if he pots it, but this pink is tough. Great shot. Didn't try to do anything with the cue ball. Now, does this pink spot? It's critical. It really is. And it goes on the black. Wow, that's a body blow for Judd Trump, that is. It certainly gets John Higgins back in this frame, you would imagine. Still not a frame-winning chance, though. Great shot. Correct side of the blue.
8.
Marvellous.
So one good positional shot here. He's got a choice of reds. Stun up for the one near the pink. And if he's nicely on that, he'll play it. If not, he's got the one to the left. And it looks as if the pink's available, so quite a margin for error there.
Are those 3 reds on the side cushion going to save Judd Trump? John won't be looking at those just yet.
Twente. $21.
Now, can John Higgins work a bit more
27.
magic? How does he make this more of a formality than it looks? God, he played to get on the black. That's a great
28.
shot, because if he can pot this black, he does open up 2 more reds. There would have been a few players would have balked at that way of playing it, but not John Higgins.
Wow. That wobbled a few times.
Well, it's 1 ball at a time, but he needs all 4 reds to
35.
win this match. Does he try and pot this red and knock the other red away from the cushion?
He played that shot, but he was hoping the white would come away from the cushion also. There's a little bit of pressure on this one, I can tell you. And he might snooker himself on that red. This white will go towards the corner pocket. Got to be careful. He snookered himself on that red. That was the problem with the cue ball finishing tight on the cushion there.
That's more or less unavoidable, wasn't it, Dennis? He couldn't risk
41.
playing in and out of balk. It looked like a plumb in-off half ball. But he's got his nose in front. He's got himself back into this frame. What's he doing here? He's taking it on. What a try!
John Higgins, 41.
What a brave shot that was.
He went for the throat, didn't he, there?
But it's gone awkward. Have we got another twist?
This is a tough red to take on. I don't like this. I really don't like this shot. I don't know what else he does, but... Oh, no. What a shot! Do you know what, Dennis? What a brave player he is. If he misses that, he gets criticised for taking it on.
Well, he's going to have to play another one as well, because the one behind the black is just as difficult.
He doesn't have to. He can always play the safety shot, but it's the way he plays.
He won't be playing safe, that's for sure.
He'd love to get perfectly on that red on the top cushion. Just a bit of angle. Obviously doesn't want to be straight.
7.
Looks to have a nice angle on the blue. Off the side cushion. Top spin, hopefully not a big bounce.
Anything but straight on this red. Oh, if it's straight, he'd have to pop the red and play the snooker behind the black. But there's a slight angle there, but if you force it, we know what can happen.
What a match. He doesn't play safe. He doesn't go the safe way, the easy pot and then the snooker behind the black. Plenty of players would have played that. But by playing that shot, he's more or less committed to go for the black. Otherwise, it's the wrong way of playing it. He's now got to go for the black, surely.
Well, it's not only the black. From that position to get onto the yellow is going to need some shot as well. So here we go.
The cue ball's going to go towards the brown if he pots it. Unless he pots it slow, this is tough. He's got to play it firm. What a shot. What a shot that was. An amazing effort from Jack Trump, it has to be said. Just needs to steady himself. This yellow's a lot easier than the black, but take a breath. Excellent. And he's got that cue ball out far enough that he could well have made this frame a formality now. Just to mind his work. What a match.
25.
The break may be only 25, but you won't see any better.
Both players have been gladiators tonight. They've entertained the Crucible royally. Just the blue. What a performance from Judd Trump.
34.
Deservedly, this match goes to a final frame. 12 all and everything to play for.
Well, what a fantastic match, as Steve Davis says. So we have a final frame decider. All the pressure now on both players. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it.
Oh, wow. Look where he's got the cue ball, though. Look at that. Well, I don't think it's the way that many players would have played, but he gave himself a chance at the pot, but no idea where the red was going. But the cue ball was good. Not absolutely safe. Jonathan's got one into the middle.
Well, an excellent pot. But what does he do now? He's got the brown. What a shot this would be to take on. So here we go.
Brown.
Key moment already in this decider. That is brilliant. That is brilliant under the circumstances.
Oh, did Judd Trump's aggressive safety
5.
just open enough of a door? He could have played less of an attacking
6.
shot, but it's not his style. So first chance to John Higgins. Just.
Ten.
He hasn't had a look at the red into the
I was
right corner.
I was thinking the same thing. He's dropped on that, but he hasn't even noticed
He's
it.
not even noticed the red into the right corner. Why has he not? Surely he should be playing that one. Well, unless he's...
Well, this is the key shot coming up. If he
11.
gets the split on the reds correctly here,
all
he'll
he's
give
looking
himself a great chance.
Was he just looking at the split? Straight into them. Oh, it's gone wrong. He could have played that.
80.
He could have played the red into the right corner, Dennis.
I mean,
I
he's
just-
unlucky. Look,
I know
look,
he's unlucky.
Look
Yeah, I
what the
know.
reds are. I mean,
Yeah, I know. Anyway, he's still got the red into the green pocket.
he's bridging over the 4 reds. This is awkward, but I mean, what a shot this would be to pull off, striking like that.
Oh,
It's there. It's
beautiful.
right in the heart of the pocket.
90.
How brave. Both these players have been so brave tonight.
$25. $26.
Okay, he's not ideally on the blue, so brown or green.
Green ball.
Now, where's the cue ball? It looks to be perfect. He's got the one to the left corner, and what a chance this is.
29.
Yeah, John Higgins had eyes only on opening that pack of reds earlier.
30.
He may need to do a bit more to finish off the frame. Tricky positional shot coming up now.
He's hampered slightly again. If there's no red available into the left corner, he'd love the one to pot, but it doesn't. It's going to be bridging
37.
over a red again. He's limited with the cue ball when you're striking like that. Well, I mean,
38.
He's just gone for the absolute throat here. This has just been amazing.
yeah, Judd's shot, it wasn't a reckless shot. He took the pot on, but he got a really good cue ball. I mean, the red that John cut in to get in was very difficult indeed.
Yeah, it just wasn't a good enough cue ball. He had other safety shots, but he was trying to get in first. If he'd have knocked it in, we'd have all been raving about it. John Higgins, a little bit out of position, but you'd still expect him to pot this medium range red. Would like to stun it in, but may have to play the slower roll. Perhaps can play the stun run through. Got a flick on the pink and he's missed. Oh, he's got lucky.
John Higgins, 43.
Well, Judd Trump's got to be happy that he's missed a shot.
Even one of the greatest pressure players in the game, under these circumstances, can miss.
Is Judd tempted by a red into the right green pocket, into the green pocket? Don't think it's the right shot now. He left John Higgins only one red to hit. But if he doesn't fancy the pot, he looks to have a very easy safety shot on. Just coming down to check if the cue ball goes into the right corner area, if it's perfectly safe.
I like that shot. 43 points behind. He needed the black in play. Now it's an open table, so Judd now knows one mistake from John, and they're sitting very nicely indeed. But will he get a chance? That's the question. Well, he's had a little bit of a flick there that I don't think he can get through to one of these reds to take on. He's having a long, hard look, because if he can see enough of it, and it doesn't look as if he can.
He was looking at the long straight red, but he's got another red that he can play. With such cue power, he can screw back to safety. It's the red second on the left of the table as we look.
Well, there's no easy safety shot on. No. So.
I think he'd be playing the pot and trying to screw back to safety. Do both of those reds go? Perhaps he could play he's playing the nearer of the two that are together. Yeah, they both go, so he could choose. I like the screw back to safety better, but Judd's perhaps looking if he can Just play a shot to nothing and also improve his chances. Great try. Didn't really get the screw back though.
Where's this red going?
Wow. Has he got away with it? John Higgins must take this pot on.
Not risking the one down the right side, but he knows this one goes to the left. A little bit more element of safety taking this one. But it's safely in the pocket. One. Boy, does he pot some balls under pressure.
And he's on the green. Ooh. Thought he was playing a screw back there, ended up sort of going forwards a bit. Strange.
4.
Good shot.
Just sounded a little bit funny, but he's dropped in a good position. I know what you were thinking, Stephen, but
Like he was hitting lower than that.
well, that wobbled its way in.
5.
Have a look at this one. He might need to play a cannon to stop the white from slipping up the table here, but if he can get this delicate little cannon and pot the black. No, didn't want to risk the cannon, so he's got a more awkward red. He's 55 in front. He's not that many more pots away from a place in his 8th semi-final, where we go down to one table, a 4 times winner. Oh, that's perfect.
13.
That could be the shot that gets him through to the semi-final.
Well, it's a great match to win and it's a heartbreaker to lose, it has to be said.
18.
Nothing he can do now.
Judd Trump has played superbly well. And that's what it means to this likeable Scot here.
26. 27.
Judd almost beat John Higgins in 2011, lost in a fantastic final, and he's lost here in probably the best, without doubt, the best match in this year's Betfred World Championship. But what
33.
a class act John Higgins is.
34.
He didn't even try the pot. Judd Trump will come forward. A big smile from both players. Isn't that nice to see? They have given us an unbelievable quarter-final here, and the Crucible crowd are all on their feet. They've given these two players a standing ovation for a fabulous match. Unlucky to Judd Trump, but in the end, John Higgins proved to be a class act again, and he goes through to the semi-final by 13 frames to 12.
It was just an incredible game to be involved in. I don't know what it is with me and Judd that we just seem to keep on producing unbelievable matches. And when Judd went 11-9, I was still feeling good, but I'm thinking the way Judd was beginning to time the ball as well, and he got in right away at the next frame and he was on about 40 odd, and I don't think he got a good split. And that just changed the match. I get back into it to make it 11-10. And then, I can't really remember what happened, but brilliant game to be involved in. Brilliant.
Disappointing again. I think after I cleared up to go 12-12, I was just looking for a good chance, and he potted 2 great balls to get in, and then obviously when he did miss, to win games like that you have to get left a shot on. So it was a little bit fortunate, I think, to have left that safe. He played some amazing snooker, as he usually does, and at times he was unplayable, and I think obviously in the past it would have kind of been a bit of a wider scoreline, and I had to play someone near my best to even get close to that.
Oh, the pressure was intense, but it was enjoyable. I mean, there's no better feeling when you're out there, just in that bear pit, 12 each, whether you win or lose. That's what you play snooker for, the adrenaline and everything. Your whole body can't stop shaking, and you've just got to push the balls through and hope for the best. But it's an incredible game.
The most emotional interviews we've had so far in this year's World Championship. Amazing stuff from both players. They should be so proud of their performances. OK, one other man through to the semi-finals. He's done it again. Mark Williams is through after a wonderful win over Ali Carter, the two-time champion.
19.
Rattled in a break of 113 in frame 20 to go 12-8 in front, and needed just 16 minutes to see off Carter. It's the Welshman's 6th semi-final here at the Crucible.
I think I was in control of the match. I think from the off, to be honest, it was he nicked about 4 or 5 frames on the black, which I probably, well, some people say threw at least 3 of them away, but you know, that don't really affect me. I mean, you're bound to lose frames that you should win, and you win frames you shouldn't win. And you know, I'm quite good of throwing frames away and forgetting about it, and next frame I have 100 or 80 or something. You know, you're going to throw frames away. We're playing best of 25, best of 19 from the start. So, you know, if it was that easy, everyone would be winning 10-0 and 13-0, wouldn't he?
He's such a great character. So glad he's still around. So there we have our semi-final lineup of this year's World Championship. John Higgins, Karen Wilson, Barry Hawkins against Mark Williams. What a tasty lineup indeed. Well, that's it from us for now, but if you want even more snooker from the Crucible, that's up next in Snooker Extra. And then we're back at 1 o'clock with the first of the semi-finals. Cannot wait for that. We're down to the one-table setup. It is John Higgins against Karen Wilson. We shall see you at 1 o'clock. Bye for now.